Welcome to Rollover Showdown, 401k versus Traditional IRA. In this video, we'll explore why the decision about your old 401k after a job change can have outsized impact on taxes and flexibility. We'll cover the backdoor Roth strategy, the Pro-Rata rule, the Rule of 55, and how options like the Federal Thrift Savings Plan compare. Let's begin by setting the agenda, and then we'll move into the core ideas. Here's today's agenda. First, what's at stake with rollovers? Next, backdoor Roth 101 and the Pro-Rata rule. Then, the Rule of 55 versus IRA age 59 and a half. After that, when the Federal Thrift Savings Plan is a strong choice, we'll compare 401k and Traditional IRA side by side, walk through a decision playbook, test your knowledge with quick quizzes, and close with key takeaways and a brief summary. After a job change, you face a pivotal decision. Roll your old 401k into your new employer's 401k, or move it to a traditional IRA. While traditional IRAs offer broad investment choices, rolling to the new 401k is often the better long-term move for high earners. The controversial advice we'll examine is keeping your traditional IRA balance at zero to preserve access to the backdoor Roth strategy. Let's now add an important disclaimer before we get into the tactics. This video is for educational purposes only and is not tax, legal, or investment advice. Your situation is unique. Please consult a qualified tax professional or financial advisor before taking action. Also, tax laws and plan rules can change, so verify current regulations. Let's break down the backdoor Roth strategy. When your income is too high to contribute directly to a Roth IRA, you can contribute after-tax dollars to a traditional IRA and then convert those funds to a Roth IRA. This conversion is ideally taxed minimally because you contributed after-tax dollars. However, the Pro-Rata rule can undermine this. If you hold any pre-tax IRA dollars in any traditional IRA, SEP IRA, or simple IRA on December 31st of the conversion year, the IRS requires you to calculate the taxable portion of your conversion proportionally across all IRA balances. In other words, the presence of pre-tax IRA balances causes part of your backdoor Roth conversion to be taxed. To protect the strategy, many high earners strive to keep their traditional IRA balance at zero. A practical way to do that is to roll old 401k balances into your new employer's 401k instead of into a traditional IRA, thereby keeping pre-tax dollars out of the IRA bucket. Here's the Pro-Rata rule in plain language. When you convert any amount from your IRA to Roth, the IRS looks at all of your IRAs combined and figures out what fraction is pre-tax versus after-tax. That fraction determines the taxable portion of your conversion. For example, if across all your IRAs, 80% is pre-tax and 20% is after-tax basis, then roughly 80% of your Roth conversion will be taxable. By keeping your traditional IRA balance at zero, you avoid mixing pre-tax assets into the IRA bucket, which helps maintain the tax efficiency of a backdoor Roth conversion. The Rule of 55 is a unique 401k feature. If you separate from your employer in or after the calendar year in which you turn 55, you may be able to take withdrawals from that employer's 401k without the 10% early withdrawal penalty. This advantage does not apply to traditional IRAs, which generally require you to wait until age 59 and a half to avoid the penalty. Therefore, rolling your old 401k into your current employer's 401k can unlock earlier penalty-free access if needed. Note that required minimum distributions and age thresholds can change, so always confirm current rules. For those with prior federal employment, the Thrift Savings Plan can be an excellent rollover destination. The TSP is known for ultra-low expense ratios and a disciplined lineup of index funds. It also offers robust plan-level protections. If you have access, it can be a powerful alternative to your employer's 401k, especially when comparing fees and investment options. On the left, the 401k can preserve backdoor Roth access by keeping your traditional IRA at zero. It may provide penalty-free access via the Rule of 55, offers payroll integration, sometimes includes loan options, and can have stronger creditor protections with institutional pricing. On the right, the traditional IRA offers broad investment choices and cross-custodian control. However, pre-tax balances in IRAs complicate backdoor Roth conversions due to the Pro-Rata rule. IRAs do not have the Rule of 55, so penalty-free access generally waits until age 59 and a half. Fees in IRAs vary and require careful monitoring. This table compares key features. First, backdoor Roth friendliness. A new 401k or TSP helps keep your traditional IRA balance at zero, while IRAs with pre-tax funds complicate backdoor conversions. Second, early access. The Rule of 55 may allow penalty-free withdrawals from your current employer's 401k at 55, whereas IRAs typically require age 59.5. Third, the investment menu. Plans are curated and may provide institutional share classes, while IRAs offer a broader universe. Fourth, fees. 401k and especially TSP often have low expense ratios, while IRA fees vary. Fifth, creditor protection is often stronger in employer plans, but depends on jurisdiction. Finally, loans can exist in some 401k plans, but are not available in IRAs. Here's a practical sequence. First, gather the facts. Check fees, fund lineup, and plan features for your new 401k or TSP. Second, if you want to preserve backdoor Roth flexibility, aim to keep your traditional IRA balance at zero. Third, consolidate old 401k assets into your current 401k or TSP if the plan quality and costs are competitive. Fourth, confirm with human resources and plan documents whether you qualify for Rule of 55 access and what the withdrawal process entails. Fifth, plan your Roth moves for the year, including contributions and conversions with awareness of timing. Finally, document your decisions and review annually because regulations and your personal circumstances can change. This mind map visualizes the main destinations. The 401k path preserves backdoor Roth access, potentially unlocks the Rule of 55, may offer lower fees and stronger protections, and sometimes includes loan features. The traditional IRA path offers broad investment choice and simple personal control, but it can jeopardize backdoor Roth efficiency via the Pro-Rata rule and does not include Rule of 55 access. The TSP option emphasizes ultra-low costs, a disciplined index lineup, and strong protections for those eligible. Quiz time. Which situation most cleanly preserves your ability to use the backdoor Roth without pro-rata complications? Option A. Rolling your old 401k into a traditional IRA. Option B. Leaving pre-tax money in any IRA while converting to Roth. Option C. Rolling your old 401k into your new employer's 401k, keeping the traditional IRA at zero. Option D. Making only direct Roth contributions regardless of income. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is C. Rolling your old 401k into your new employer's 401k helps you keep your traditional IRA balance at zero, which avoids triggering the pro-rata rule on pre-tax IRA balances during a backdoor Roth conversion. Second quiz. At what earliest milestone can you potentially access your current employer's 401k funds penalty-free if you separate from service in that same calendar year? Option A, age 50. Option B, age 55 under the Rule of 55. Option C, age 59.5. Option D, age 62. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is B. Under the Rule of 55, if you separate from your employer in or after the calendar year in which you turn 55, you may be able to take penalty-free withdrawals from that employer's 401k. This flowchart will illustrate a practical decision path. It starts by assessing the new 401k or TSP's fees and investment lineup. If the plan is competitive, the suggested path is to roll your old 401k into the new 401k or TSP, thereby keeping your traditional IRA at zero for backdoor Roth flexibility. If the plan is not competitive, it branches to compare with the best IRA option and the TSP if you are eligible. The chart flags that choosing an IRA with pre-tax funds can jeopardize backdoor Roth efficiency. It also prompts you to confirm whether the Rule of 55 might matter for your timeline and to explicitly plan backdoor Roth steps. Finally, it reminds you to review annually and verify the latest tax rules. Here are the top takeaways. First, rolling into a new 401k or TSP can preserve backdoor Roth flexibility by keeping your traditional IRA at zero. Second, the Pro-Rata rule determines the taxable portion of a conversion based on the proportion of pre-tax to after-tax balances across all IRAs. Third, the Rule of 55 can provide earlier penalty-free access from your current employer's 401k than a traditional IRA. Fourth, the Thrift Savings Plan is a low-cost, high-quality home for rollovers for eligible participants. Finally, always compare fees, protections, and features before consolidating accounts. To wrap up, when costs and plan quality are favorable, prefer rolling old 401k assets into your new employer's 401k or the TSP to preserve backdoor Roth flexibility. Confirm whether the Rule of 55 matters for your retirement timeline. Use the TSP if you're eligible, and it's advantageous on costs and lineup. Continue learning and verify current rules because regulations evolve. Thank you for watching. If this video helped, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your plan. Are you choosing a 401k, TSP, or IRA for your rollover? Share your thoughts and questions in the comments so we can discuss.